First of all, you forget who you're talking to, Luch. You're not talking to me. I'm the one who spoils things and kills the punchline of every joke because I beat you to it and absolutely kill it. Lyle's a professional here. He's the one that's going to know how to tease this. I'm the punchline killer in this group. No one can take my role. Thank you very much.
So let me hear a professional radio.
Now I think the roles reversed because Adam just like ruined the punchline, derailed this whole thing. It's all good. So you worked a lot of hours on Saturday. How was that?
No, hold on. No, the people need to know what just happened. I told Lyle, which one do you want to tease and which one do you want to talk about today? You can tease your ride or talk about your ride, or we can tease your year anniversary or talk about it today. We decided to tease his ride. He did it so well that I thought it went over everyone's heads. So I felt the need to slow the train down and make sure everybody realizes, wait a minute, something awesome happened.
Why do I even fucking take notes?
See, well, it's funny because after...
Welcome back, folks. Let's do the damn thing. Thanks for joining us on another Voice of One Wheel here with you from TTR Studios. We're ready to rock, and it's about to get all kinds of sensual as we slather a bunch of stoke all over your face with our first, of course, co-host, Belly Matt LaBelle. What's up, bud?
What's up to all in the social media lounge and to all here?
Dude, we're ready to go. Lyle's here. He's in the garage. Lyle, hello, my friend.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Adam?
Let's do this thing. We have
let's go.
Big stable of guests that are ready to talk to you, and we are ready to talk to them as well. But before we do any of that, we've got to say we've got the Boston One-Wheel Crew on today. That's going to be 5 of them. They had to pick 5 of their riders to represent the entire crew, so that's tough to do, but they're going to do their best. Dallas Steinberger is going to join the show. He's the guy from Dallas Makes Stuff. He's got stickers for you. That was a clip from the Patrons Only podcast. If you're wondering what the fuck that was, excuse my language. From the beginning of the show, that was a clip. Damn it, Belly, we've already lost our money.
Hey, Luch, the social media lounge is giving you like $9 just so that they can pay all your fines for you. But
if that's the case, then we'll go fucking wild. I'm all for it. But listen, I did the pregame show today, and that was a lot of fun, Belly. If you saw that,
I said $9, Luch, not like the whole like gambit of worlds.
Very good. Well, I already did a whole pregame show where I was just DJing. Look, I figured, I'm already playing music while I'm putting together the show every week, and so I might as well just go live and DJ that for you and just click off the monetization. And apparently everybody could hear it. So I'm going to do that every week. If you want to just come in and jam with me, come in around 11:15 every Wednesday. But then, Lyle, apparently I'm going to be late with no phone, and now you're mad at me.
It is what it is, man.
We'll be okay. See, that's my ability to trust you to do a good show.
We had these guys waiting here, and so we had the whole pre-show thing going on and got to just check in and make sure everybody's was left. And
well, I'm glad. I don't want to waste any time because I know we have a bunch of people to get to. If you do want to hear that Patrons Only podcast, it's over at patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. It's a lot of fun. It's the show behind this show. We have to talk for just 2 minutes about what's coming up on Thursday night. Belly, last year was one of the biggest things that we did, and now I have more prizes than I know what to do with for the One Wheel of Treasure Extravaganza Spectacular Fun Time Giveaway Show. Damn it, I practiced that so many times I still botched
the sequel.
Amanda, do you remember this?
I do. Is that where I won the Leaf Tech?
I think it is, actually.
I won it somewhere. It was
that
from
is
you.
where you won it from.
Where? Okay, let's just take 2 seconds before we talk about that. Where is the Leaf Tech that you won? The stupid summer board that everybody who think they see it and they go, ooh, it looks cool. Amanda, where is that we donated to you guys as a prize because we didn't even want a piece of it?
So ultimately, I agreed with you. There was a girl named Taylor in the chat who really, 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 really wanted that Leaf Tech and was very sad that I won it and she didn't. So I tried it for the summer. I had some friends try it. We all agreed that it was the jankiest thing any of us had ever set foot on, and so I mailed it to Taylor.
Very good. Are we talking about? Well, you know what? I don't want to put her on blast.
Pass on all the Leaf Tech love. I mean, just
she was really excited.
By the
really
end of
excited.
time, maybe this Leaf Tech by the end of time may have changed hands like 100 times over.
Belly,
and
if something looks amazing and it's a piece of crap, that's what's going to happen.
I like Amanda's term, jankiest.
Literally, that word was invented for that board.
Okay. Unless you have perfect pavement, it's really not fun to ride. So we'll start.
Even then.
Yeah, so that's fine. But see, listen, Boston, you guys are spoiled up there because you ride one wheels and you get it. There are people out there that don't ride others and they don't know what we get every week, every day. I saw what you did at the Float Life Fest. I want to introduce everybody, but I'm not able to do that because the honest truth. And he knows this is why he's laughing. I don't have last names for anybody on the rundown. What are we doing this as a joke at this point?
It's like all right there.
It's actually all right around us, everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of One Wheel with the Boston One Wheel Crew. We have James Tim.
Hey, what's
Holmes. What's up? Schuyler Ortega. What's up, Schuyler?
Hold on.
Amanda C. Thompson. And we have Kevin Gilbert. How you like them apples?
All right, Kevin, you're donating to the One Wheel of Treasure extravaganza show. You made this for us. Like, we are just so grateful. This is the most amazing leather cover. Wait, show that again. I want to show the people what you made for the show that we're going to give away. Dude, what? Who the hell gets into leather making? Like, how did you start doing this?
My wife wanted to make a leather bookmark for herself, and we found out there was a free class. I tagged along to make my own wallet, and then it just grew from there. So I make leather gun holsters, purses, all kinds of stuff. You can do anything with it. That's why I love it.
What's the wackiest?
Have you seen?
Go ahead, Amanda. Go ahead.
Have you seen his fender? His two fenders that he made out of leather?
Yeah, here you go.
Let's see this. Wait a minute.
That's amazing. And shoes.
Yeah, and shoes.
So you
and Luch, you knocked my shoes, but I tell you what, they're the best thing for foot fatigue ever. So
wait a minute. When did I knock your shoes? When, sir?
He's a knocker, I tell you.
Yep.
You did. You said, I don't know if that's really going to be comfortable for riding the one wheel.
Well,
but,
they look like bowling shoes.
It's not good.
Look,
it's not great for tricks, but it's good for longevity for foot fatigue. I can tell you that.
Kevin, they look like bowling shoes. They look like beautiful bowling shoes, but they look
do,
like bowling shoes to me.
Can I bowl in them is the question.
You're not going to slide very well. They're meant for gripping, man.
All right, let's go over
from the social media lounge. Will Slip Detective says, "Love the leather work." Xander says, "Badass."
Dude, it's my favorite thing ever. Look, guys, I don't think you guys see, and I say that lovingly because Amanda made this very nice thing for us, the one wheel at home, and I love that.
I feel like that took fewer hours.
Well, I mean, Amanda, look, he's got our patrons inscribed in here, Clyde's Army, and then there's like our logo. TTR Studios with like a pen holder. Like a lot of thought and care went into this, and same to what he's giving away on our show. 8:30 tomorrow night. Gonna be super fun. Lyle's producing, executive producer, excited to do it.
It's going to be a blast, man.
Belly,
we figured out so many cool things, and it's just going to be, yeah.
All right, so we'll get to that a little bit later. I want to make sure that we don't waste these beautiful people's time. Let's go over to Jesse. Where's Jesse? I need him in my life.
Jesse couldn't make it. I think he had to work or something. Yeah.
Let's go over to Kevin. Where's Kevin? Oh, we just did Kevin.
We just came from
God
Kevin.
damn it, you know I need Schuyler Ortega. Give me Schuyler. I'm so sorry.
Third time's the charm.
Well, Schuyler was nice enough to make those glasses, and you know what? I'm going to put him on here. Schuyler, did you go to Float Life Fest 3.5?
I did not know, unfortunately.
Okay, so give me some of the FOMO, dude, because I'm going to go get your glasses to show for everybody, and while I do, I'm going to be gone. So I want you to talk for 30 seconds about your FOMO, about what you guys nerd out with Amanda. How was Float Life Fest 3.5?
I don't know if anyone from Boston went down for that, did they?
No, I was going to, and then I looked at the forecast and I saw all this rain, and then everyone here was planning that like tricks clinic, and trail rides, and the weather looked beautiful. So I was like, why would I drive 28 hours when everything that I need and love is right here?
So we went from not having any events to hosting a ton in 1 month. So
That's awesome.
we rolled out the footpad library. So for folks that may not have seen that, got a lot of donated footpads from all the major vendors, and they're up for grabs for anyone that wants them in the Boston community. Trying to do like a 1 week loan period. So hey, you're currently rocking a craft and ride, and you want to try a Cush High, or you're rocking stock and you want to try a platypus. We've got kind of one of everything, and that's been well received. So we had a big group ride and event on that. We were part of the kind of EUC led Boston Invasion. So I made this nice middle finger 2020 t-shirt for that. we had people come in from New York and Chicago, mainly on the EUC side, but Boston had I think it was their second or their third round of Invasion. So we had another huge event, huge showing of Onewheels as well. Amanda was nice enough to make a pint friendly route for that as an alternate. So we had kind of all the One Wheel crowd together, and we literally went from having not a single sponsored event all summer to having that. And then we had a tricks clinic this last weekend. So folks are down there, I'm sure enjoying some pretty gnarly trails and all that, but I'd say the Boston crew's been keeping busy and trying to spread the stoke best we can.
What's the best trick that you have seen live in person, sir?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, and that was still in the same month. That's right. That's the fourth event in September.
Man, the fear of missing out from Float Life Fest really turned up the Boston crew's energy. I mean, they went all out.
Yeah,
I love it.
We're still kind of enforcing a helmets and mask policy to try and comply with state guidelines and all that. But everyone's been really great, and everyone's kind of just like, hey, all I have to do is put on a mask and I can come ride with a bunch of people and hang out. We're like, yeah, that sounds like a pretty easy thing to do.
That doesn't sound like true Bostonians. I thought they were anti everything.
Hold up. Can we just all agree that riding with a mask is awesome because the bugs don't hit your mouth and can fly into your mouth? I've hit 2 bugs with my face mask while wearing it while riding. It saves me every
so
time.
many bugs yesterday.
Yeah, see? You wouldn't have if you were wearing your mask the whole time.
No, I was. They went behind my mask. They're devious.
What kind of bugs are in Boston where they're sneaking behind the mask?
I don't know, man. We needed to suffer more, I guess. It's a very Bostonian thing, suffering.
Can I get in here? I got to show. Amanda's got her mug. I want to show this from Schuyler Ortega. I sent this over. It's really tough to show on the screen, but it's got our TTR.
Down.
And then the
Down.
one.
I can't see you.
Nah, that's not you guys. No one cares about your view. I'm showing it to the camera that everyone else can see. Get out of here. Yeah,
Mr.
divas.
Fancy
No
Pants.
one cares.
Bunch of divas over there.
True. I
Fancy
just realized
pants.
we see him at a different angle.
There you go. That's for you. And let's get, as I throw that on there, let's get James on here. Can I get James? Because James is somebody who's been in the social media lounge for God knows how long, and I don't think I've ever met him. James, dude, best thing about being in the social media lounge, and also, can you tell us what we're serving in there today, please?
Wait, what? I'm so lost.
I have seen you in our social media lounge, in our comments, our chat section, forever.
Yeah, because it's fun to write some random stuff like free throw.
I don't think you realize how much that drives the show and how much we appreciate you doing that. But something that's for a deep track for some of our listeners, we used to serve food in the social media lounge. Food. Belly, what are we serving today? What do we have for the VIPs?
How I like to describe the social media lounge in feeding them is like that scene from Hook where they're all eating the food that no one can see.
Oh, Rufy! Oh!
A movie Luch probably has actually seen.
What?
But basically today we're serving a full 3-course meal with dessert, of course.
Turkey legs?
First course. Because life's short, eat dessert first.
Very good. So, James,
Are you serving Boston cream? Is that what you're saying?
Boston creams all day.
I've lost complete control of the show. Give me James back. I want to get him on here. James, how long have you been riding, and how do you fit into this crew here?
I think I've been riding for a little over 2 years. Pretty much I got my one wheel in the same week. I joined the boosted ride, and then the one wheel Boston group ride. I think we had the largest during that time. I think it was 2018. We had 10 riders, and pretty much I ate it that first group ride. Yeah, and then I got back up, and then pretty much I jumped in like right in, and then I just kept trying all the rides available, just meeting the people, riding. Yeah, pretty much it.
So, Schuyler, tell me what the watch party was like as one of your own was racing for the literal rail.
That was pretty exciting. Darren, another one of the local members, I think James was with him. They had a watch party at Darren's place in Cambridge. I was watching from home as we had some company over that weekend. But yeah, it was pretty interesting because despite a few people, putting their hats in the ring for the wild cards, as soon as Amanda's name got picked, it's always great to see everybody rally together, and we had zero negativity. No one was bitter about it. Everyone was so stoked that someone from the East Coast was going to be out there, in the race itself. So we were happy Amanda was out there representing for us, and I think she still tells some stories about hey, well, this isn't as bad as the hill we went down, and
Yes.
was giving us some war stories of the ski slope hills this weekend. So we're really glad that she was able to get out there and get the votes to do so.
Well, we're going to hear from her in just a second here. I want to make sure that we get those stories, but it's cool because Amanda and I came into this pretty, like Mandy, we were pretty much like hand in hand when we got into one wheeling and kind of have grown up together. So for me, I just want you to know, watching you on there and just like totally kicking butt and seeing your stoke level now being risen to like a complete new level. I see you rocking the finger toe shoes and just crushing it on Instagram all the time. And there's just nothing but smiles. Your channel's blowing up. Like, what is your head getting through the doors? Is your head a little bit too big? Do we need to check on you right now?
I mean, I do hit my head on doors pretty frequently, so as you can see, my ceilings are quite sloped. So yes, I do hit my head pretty often.
How does it feel? Come on, take me through. I mean, you must be on cloud 9 right now.
I mean, I feel like I've kind of, in a way, come back to normal. In terms of like, Race for the Rail was over a month ago. Like we're back to status quo here. We're doing our group rides. But at the same time, getting home from Race for the Rail, I found myself so humbled by so much of that experience that I really just wanted to go out and, try even harder to be even better, because I never again want to find myself in a situation where I feel like I can't handle, I mean, I handled some of the stuff, I handled it okay, but I wasn't proud coming out of most of the events there. I felt like I could have done better.
What could you have done better?
I just, I don't feel like I was pushing myself as hard as I could have. I think that I was too worried about falling and about the bad tire and about never having been on the terrain before. So, in terms of improving my own game, I've been thinking about, sending it, I talked to Zoe Thomas and she was like, I just send it all the time. And I was like, that's the attitude that you need to have if you're going to win races. And of course she races with her brothers and stuff. Like they ride dirt bikes or something. Like she keeps up with them. They ride competitively. So that's her mindset. But I kind of been trying to get a little bit more into that mindset because she inspired me so much to just be like, you can't, when you're competing, you can't be cautious. And so I'm just trying to get myself more prepared to face whatever might be thrown at me by whatever's next.
I know I'm inspired. It looks like you're more motivated than ever. Kevin, who are we going to get to ride with her from the Boston crew that's going to push her to the max? Who's like the number one rider that you guys are like, oh, that's our like Javier. Javier Starks is in DC, and we're just like, oh, Javier's here. Cool. Awesome. He's like pretty much numero uno in my book. So like, who do you guys have out there that might push Amanda to, I want her taking that damn rail next year. Let's go.
Well, I'm no expert with Bostonians because I'm still kind of a poser myself. I'm actually down in Connecticut, so I just like to hop in every now and then. But if I had to take a guess, I would say, Darren Cole and Jesse Moskovitz out there are just phenomenal riders. So,
James, do we agree with this, James?
Yep, I do.
Confirmed.
Yeah, Darren rides like so hard all the time, and Jesse, like that guy always like just nails it. Like Saturday, he fell 2 times. Well, he fell 2 times because he had like.
Dude, his audio is not so great, but this guy looks like just the happiest person. Like, I want to give you a hug, James. I want to give you a hug. I do.
James has been awesome.
That is James for you in a nutshell.
All right, so Schuyler, are we agreed? Darren Cole is who needs to ride with Amanda from here on out.
Yeah, I think Amanda already rides with Darren and Jesse a ton. They do a ton of trail riding, and Jesse is on the ground more than any other rider that I've ever seen, and it's just his style is 100% full send off everything.
Well, where is this character? Is that why he's not here right now?
I actually rode with Jesse yesterday, and he was giving me tips on, like I love trails and I love tech, but he was giving me tips on how, my strategy is always to kind of try and weave around the obstacles as best I can and stay nimble. He just rides straight into it and bonks over it. So he was giving me some pointers on that, which was super helpful. Going to show up in an episode on my channel at some point soon. All sorts of tips from Jesse about how to be better on trails.
You know what that sounds a lot like to me? It sounds like riding for your first time with Bart Miller, which is a complete mistake. Complete mistake. Why would you do
You
it?
gotta be
Don't
drunk
do
for
that. Bart, I love you. All right. Well, I know I have to get you guys out of here, but we have at Boston One Wheel to promote. What is, I don't know if you want to mention who's in charge of that channel, but like for those who are out there and watching, who is that? What? Who you pointing out, James?
Schuyler.
All right, well then, Schuyler, how do I get my content on Boston One Wheel if I'm a New Englander and I want to get my shit out there? How do I get? I mean, come on.
Well, you could either send me a message if you're looking for that, but typically I'm trying to actively follow anyone in the New England area, not just Boston. So, we're really not truly just Boston, right? We've got riders up in New Hampshire and Maine and Connecticut, obviously. So anyone that's putting out good content or, tagging me on any stories or whatever else at Boston One Wheel, it's one word. To avoid any problems with future motion, we delete one of the O's and E's. It's Boston, looks like Boston E-Wheel, but it's trying to be a shared community page as well. So we're just promoting anyone that's putting out content.
Very nice. I see what you did there.
That's
nice.
what it's all about, dude.
Do you guys miss Tom Brady just for a minute? I mean, do you care?
Only because he's a one-wheel rider at heart as well. So
no, he's not.
Right, I forgot about that.
No, he's not. Wait a minute. Is this great? Wait. Hold on. Hold the phone. Breaking news. Is that a thing? Tom Brady rides a one-wheel?
I mean, he rode one once. I don't know if he rides one regularly, but
Doesn't ride one wheels.
Talk. Yeah.
Belly, the last I saw, it was Christopher Walken. My mom was like, Adam, did you see Christopher Walken was in a movie on a one-wheel?
Yeah, it's time.
Really?
One wheel's here.
Is this happening? Boston One Wheel. I have you guys to blame for this. You are bringing it into the limelight, and I appreciate you guys.
We try to bring it in.
Thank you guys for joining us again. I have no last name, so Lyle's going to take him out.
Well, you're killing me, Smalls. It's all right there on your screen.
That's too far for Luch.
Amanda, thank you so much for joining us today. This is Amanda Thompson at One Woman, One Wheel with the number one. Schuyler Ortega, he's all over the place at Boston One Wheel. Thank you for building that community. That speaks volumes to me personally. Kevin Gilbert, the leather master, thank you so much for your gifts and the way you just give to the community. That's amazing. And this guy's heart, is just huge.
Guys.
Yep. Thank you, James. Thank you all very much for joining us today, and we'll see you guys around.
Thanks for having us.
Bye. Thank you.
That's good stuff, Lyle. Well played, sir. Thank you for doing that. God, it's good stuff here on The Voice of One Wheel. It's just always fun to hang out with you guys. It's our favorite day of the week, Wednesdays here at noon. Oh boy, we've got a big thing to do tomorrow. We are going to try something new as we debut the Sur-On show. If you're curious about that Sur-On electric e-bike, dirt bike, awesome piece of equipment, we're going to do a little bit of 30-minute episode on that with an interview from Brett Turcotte. He's going to join us. He's an X Games gold medalist. He rides that thing like a freaking crazy man, and we can't wait to talk to him about it. So we'll do that tomorrow here on this channel at noon. It's the Sur-On show. We'll see how that goes. But then 8:30 Eastern PM, crack beers, folks. Get your kiki out. You know you want some tequila with this one because we are getting weird. Belly, why not? You know tequila goes well with winning prizes. It's gonna be
Oh,
fun,
that's
man.
Too low. We gotta go a full hour, maybe more. You can't have that.
Hour, buddy. Last time it was a 3-hour show.
I remember.
Okay,
So
can we just
no-
do a quick show programming meeting on air? Like, I can't do 3 hours again.
No, 3 hours is tough.
3 hours would be rough, man.
Long, dude. And we have Lyle. We have just as many things to give away. I mean, I'm already here. I've got Jeff from the Float Life giving away a couple sets of sidekicks. John from John Stock just called us with like 1,000 things last night. So many things to give away. Thank you, John from the One Wheel Mob Shop.
It just as a teaser, he said from Fish Bones, doesn't matter what the winner has, XR, pint, whatever foot pads they want, he'll get it for you.
Anything. Just choose what you want from the Fish Bones. Pint, XR, just choose what you want. An XR makeover from the One Wheel Mob Shop, and then
from a
some
bunch
curb
of people
slop.
Stoke Life Service is just giving away the new bearings.
Right.
And
Nick
just-
Vitale from Craft and Ride has thrown in a Spectrum magnetic fender. The Flight Fins are throwing in. Kevin Gilbert, you just saw with his 2 leather covers. 2 tubes.
Oh, yeah, Kevin's giving away those things. Those
2
things are
tubes of
sick.
Dillo Jizz from your boy Baney. Jeremy Gavin, OW Armor. I've got Justin Thompson donating
It's
some
Armadillos. I mean, it's been so long now. That's the company
Pelly,
name. If you're ever looking
listen.
for the Armadillos tire gel sealant, look for Armadillos.
Right, but if you have a mustache and a face like this, the only way to do it is to call it a tube of Dillo Jizz. All right? So, moving on. Brian Lindy from the One Stop Board Shop. We've got Bob Stokes Shop doing a Burris tire. You can choose treaded or slick. Kyle Miller threw in 2 shirts from Swerve. Nate Bradfield of the Tusk Fender Pack. Dallas and Amy, who are going to join us here in a few minutes, have a few sets of mileage stickers. And I've got Sebastian Dan Mancuso with the Stoke Life Service Shop. It's Sebastian's Motorized Mods and Maintenance. And give me up Tom Plevel's info. What's Tommy P doing? Because I saw that on that post, but forgive me, it's not in front of me. And I know he's got a Stoke shop too. He's doing such great things out there, Lyle. Do you remember the name of his Stoke shop, please?
Tom Plevel.
Yeah.
Floating Beaver.
Yes.
Wheel Shop up
That's
in Pittsburgh, I think. Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Absolutely. And I need
So,
to get that.
he came up with a great idea on how the Stoke Life Service can actually work together to say, like, okay, if somebody's not in my area, how do we do this? Him and Bob came up with this great idea of saying, well, I'll send the winner their product because that's the donation from my shop, and then, you know, pay the local shop to them the labor fees if there is any. So it's been, oh my God. So it's been cool to watch this community just gel together and say, yep, this is awesome.
I need to win a tire change, I think. I need to get a different tire on my pint.
I think there might be a local shop that you can talk to.
You guys have to see how bad mine is. Oh my God, Lyle, we don't even want to show the people. I'll get ostracized from the community if you see what my one wheel looks like right now. It's
oh God,
bad,
you've been riding
folks.
flats, haven't you?
No, I have no grip tape. It's all getting crushed. Clyde, I do that all the time. Clyde loves it as a chew toy. He's freaking in love with the one wheel. And it's a mess right now. So I do need to get a tire change and all of that. So if you want to win something, also Keel Heart, it has an out floating sign, very much like it's made out of wood. It's going to be cool. People are just donating out of left and right, and it's going to be super awesome. I'm sure I've already left some people out, and I'm so sorry. We're going to get it all locked in today. We have a long day ahead of us.
I just got a list from them of stuff that he's giving.
From who?
OneWheelParts.com.
Very good. I am not allowed in the social media lounge, if you guys know this. So if you guys would, please take a peek in there. Do we have anything going on? Anything worthy of note from our friends who are listening live in the chat?
Tom
Yes.
Level just joined in. They said they want me to upgrade my tire, bro. The porn stash is looking like you. They say don't buy a van.
Don't buy a white van.
Don't buy a white van.
You know what I was going to say? Man, I had this drink, and I was going to do this whole fake promo about how it's just perfect for guys with mustaches in a van.
Oh, and Two Girls, One Wheel wants to shout out Tom Plevel for finishing second in the Clydesdale race at Float Fest 3.5. So,
What is Clydesdale race?
It's the big boys, over 210, 225, I think, or something
Oh,
like that.
damn it. I thought that was for old people like me.
Throw one down for the hefties.
It's still, I'm almost there. I could get.
Belly-
I just need to add like 5 more pounds, and I can get another Clyde still, boys.
Belly, apparently we started a whole slew of drinking last show when the tequila got a little bit out of control. I do apologize for that. Not for drinking on air, because sometimes you just have to have a good time. But I apologize for how fast it happened, because no bullshit. The whole
Good
gig.
tolerance, Luch. What happened?
Well, it happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Is that your first tequila shot all quarantine?
Lyle came over last night like the great friend that he is, and he moved a whole bunch of stuff out of this studio so that we can deliver on the surprise that we have for tomorrow. Belly, I swear to God, if you kill the punchline, don't even try. So, when he was here, he said to me, "You got drunk fast." And I was like, dude, you don't understand. The same thing happened today on this show that happened last show, where I had to leave to go get something. And you guys took the show over, and when I came back, it was so great and organic. I'm not getting in the middle of that, right? So I just figured I'd lay out, but instead, while that conversation was happening, visually, I would go for the joke of just continuously taking shots. I just didn't plan on the after effect of that actually taking place and getting into my body and fucking me up completely. So our apologies go to Fabooze and Less is More. They say hello. Did we hear from Les? We're going to get her back on here. Fabooze will be back in the future as well. We couldn't get him on today, but yeah, that was a shit show last show. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go ahead and watch back on our channel. You can see that.
It started so awesome.
The show? Yeah. It ended a certain kind of awesome.
No Kiki eye drops next time.
Dude, that was brutal. So, very good.
I totally forgot to send Norm the link.
1,800 eye drops. Very good. Well, if Norm wants to show up, he can also be here. But just remember to tune in 8:30 tomorrow night. You can play along and win a whole bunch of stuff with us. It's going to be a big, fun show. Do we have Dallas? Is he coming on with us?
He's here.
He's here. Yeah, Dallas. Joe, my goodness. Dallas Steinberg joins the show. What's up, man? How we doing?
What's going on, man? Stoked to be here. Thanks for having me.
Dude, we're glad to have you. You reached out. Now you're donating a couple stickers. You're here from Dallas Makes Stuff. Is that tell me about this? Like, why do you make stickers?
Man.
What is this?
Yeah, for sure. So I started. I have a little YouTube channel with my fiance Amy. We do travel videos and stuff. We traveled the country earlier this year, right before COVID hit, and kind of screwed that up. But we quit our jobs. We started traveling. I took my one wheel pint that I had with me and started riding in all the different groups, like the Facebook groups throughout the country, which was super epic. Did a lot in Austin, rode in like Circuit of the Americas on the racetrack. I put that big ride together and stuff, but I freaking love one wheels. That's why I'm here. And I started making stickers. I'm a graphic artist, so I started making a bunch of stickers, started throwing them out in the community. People liked them, so I started selling them. And that's how Dallas Makes Stuff on Etsy started.
What is the, sir, if you will indulge us, please, what is the best city to ride a one wheel in your mind?
Oh man, Florida's pretty epic. You got the beaches, you can cruise out on the sand and they go on forever. That was amazing. But Austin, I have to say the community in Austin, and I've heard throughout Texas, is pretty amazing. It's a tight-knit group, but they let a lot of like outsider, like Californians like me in.
Not to mention, Austin's weird. I know that's the whole thing, but it's not Florida. At least you're not in Florida. Florida, I love you. Chris Richardson, Chris, Corey, I love you guys. He's a sponsor. I should probably not be so mean to Florida, but guys, pull it together down there, okay?
It's a little crazy, right?
What is going on down there? I love seeing the fact that Corey Bainey shows up on Only and Dade, like, routinely on that.
Boom, every time.
It's fantastic. So I love all you guys down there. I'm just giving you a hard time. So, dude, what kind of stuff do you ride, man? Like, what kind of a rider are you? Are you a speedster? Are you into trails?
Yeah, man, I like the speed for sure. That's why I started on the pint. I did my own VNR. I put up a video on how to do your own VNR too, and that got a lot of love, which was cool. But I did that so I get some range. But I was hitting 23, 24 miles an hour on the pint like every time I went riding. So it was time to upgrade. So I went to an XR. So I got my sweet 4210, no errors yet, by the way.
What's up?
None of that.
What's
Lucky.
up?
0 errors on my XR, and that'll give me a chance to show you guys the mileage stickers that I came out with recently. So you can stick these guys on your board. You can see that, and you can mark them off as you go and bring your mileage up, which is kind of cool.
Lyle, can you maybe just speak to what he just glossed over? If there is an uninitiated listener out there that's like, wait, what? 4210, no errors? What did he just say?
So there's different firmware, hardware versions.
Get on
of
camera,
the
guy.
One Wheel. So there's different hardware versions of the One Wheel, and it starts, I don't know, 4206, I think, and then right now we're at like 4212. And social media, correct me if I'm wrong. I know some of the gurus are in there, so that's cool. But 4210, we started seeing these just pop up errors on machines.
The big change is they paired the pieces together, the components inside the board, right? So after 4209, the controller and everything's married, the BMS. So if anything, they're trying to detect for the VNR, right?
So everything was married. The battery pack, the BMS, and the controller were all married from 4210 forward. 4212, we're seeing a whole new controller configuration inside, but it's kind of the same thing when you look at it more closely.
But why is that causing problems, the fact that they're all married now?
Then you cannot upgrade things. You cannot, if something dies on it, like a BMS, you could go out in a marketplace and buy a BMS and put it in. 4210, they've like restricted anybody from being able to do that. This is why we had that hard stand on the right to repair, and that's where we should be. And why are we being held hostage by Future Motion in this case?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. If I could touch on that real quick, just as like a rider, like I did the VNR on my own board. I think I should have the right to like modify it without them trying to come in and kind of mess with it and stuff. I know that anything I do to my board makes it completely unserviceable, and they're not going to touch it. But it'd be nice to be able to at least get the parts so that I can continue to fix it. Or if you guys won't even give us the parts, let us use other boards that are out there to pull parts from and change those parts out, just like anything else, man. If I modify my Civic and I take it to Honda and they go, hey, man, you can't fix it, I should still be able to go out without them trying to put up a roadblock and get parts and fix my thing that I own.
Exactly. And there's a whole network of service guys across the country, and we're actually international now, the Stoke Life Service. And some of these guys are real geniuses, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. I learned so much from these guys when I was doing my VNR, and VNR was super cool. I wish One Wheel would just say, screw it, and put out an external battery pack that plugs in through the charge port, put it in a super strong cable so it's all safe and good, and then everybody will be stoked. They can make even more money, but they want to sell boards.
Jacob in the social media lounge says the motor isn't married. It's just the BMS, the battery, and the controller, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yes, I saw that one from Kevin that says the motor from my 4208 works in my 4211. That is 100% accurate.
Yeah, I think it's because that's not a super custom motor necessarily at the end of the day. Whereas like the controller boards and stuff, they're making those things custom to fit. So
correct.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys
back
going
to,
here.
I'm sorry, man.
Listen, man. This is what we do. We give people a voice so that they can come on here and give their own opinions, because it's not about what we think here at TTR Studios. Like, I want to know what you guys think, and I don't ever want to lead us down a path. That's what I felt honestly bad about with last episode. I felt like we led not unintentionally. We led Faboose down like a negative path, and and then like all of a sudden it just kind of like that wasn't very good. I don't want to ever like foment some sort of negativity just for the ratings or just to get a good conversation going. But
that's why tomorrow it's all Stoke.
Squashing negativity, man. I got something to squash negativity right here. I love my One Wheel, right? But I'm about to show you something that's going to make a lot of people upset, right?
Oh, we got an EUC.
Everybody's like exiting out of the video.
Yeah,
right?
no, this is awesome.
Hold on a
I'm
second.
all about the speed now.
No, that's not good.
So I bought this used. This is a King Song 18XL Elemental P. Like, their names suck. Totally. But I wanted to see what it's all about. I'm all about riding all these different modes of transportation, all these electric PEVs and stuff, and they're so much fun. And I wanted to know, like, is this truly competition for the One Wheel? And as a community, if we start to accept it as competition, even if it's not for you, I think that it could start to help push the hand of Future Motion to make better products, make more open products. Like, these brands will listen to the community, make changes before they release a product. That's pretty amazing to me. Whereas Future Motion's like, hide it, put it out there, accept it.
Big news coming. Hypercharger.
Right?
But no, you saw from Andrew Stroh when he came on our show, and he was showing you exactly how he felt when
He's in the social media lounge.
He came right over into the EUC community, bought his his wheel from E-Wheels, exactly where I got mine from. I have one of those right out there, and I actually rode it just yesterday. If you want, look, I know how I feel about it. Let me get your opinion. Is it a comparable or a competitor for the one wheel in your eyes?
100% it is. 100%. It doesn't give you the same feeling if you grew up like me skating and snowboarding and stuff. It's a different sensation, but it's totally competition for it. And once you start ripping through and you start seeing what it's actually capable of, what it really makes me want is a better one wheel. And I think that more people that feel that and get on these things and they're like, holy crap, a 2200 watt motor will just crush up these hills. And I'm just smoking e-bikes. I'm smoking everybody out there.
The power that you feel in that thing makes you really want to open up a one wheel and be like, wow, it is totally different. So I appreciate you saying that. Are we sitting here nerding out on?
Because of the law.
What? What about the law?
Well, everybody keeps going back on the one wheel motors, and they're like, there's 750 watts because of the laws in the United States and certain states and stuff that require it to be 750 watts. But I mean, there's a lot of places you're not allowed to ride a one wheel, but they didn't stop making them because those places exist.
Bro,
you know what I mean? Like,
bro, I got news from the stash. Just give us an option, just like you said. Make me a board that has more than 750, and if I live in a place where I can ride it, then let's fucking go.
For sure. People got property out there. They got big land, a lot of people in other states.
If you want that kind of an attitude, you can find that tomorrow at noon on the Suron Show with the bike that's completely illegal, but amazing to ride.
For sure, man. Make it $3,000. I don't even care if I have to pay a crazy premium. I really don't. I just want that kind of power to go rip with.
Dude, I like this guy. Can we keep him on the show? Lyle, let's put him in the stable.
Hey,
float or die, man. Float or die.
Hey, from the social media lounge, Wheel Slip Detective says he's scared to try an EUC because he knows he's going to love it.
Yeah, they are nice.
You know what? I flip a coin, man. Every time I go ride, I go to my Alexa and I go, hey, flip a coin. And whichever one it chooses, I ride that board. That's how I decide.
Belly, what else you got?
Let's see. I've got Stro saying he had a repair, cost him $10, didn't even really have to send anything out. Let's see. They know buddies that ride. EUC loves it to death. No questions asked.
Wow.
I mean, there's some love for the EUC in the.
It's coming. It's coming.
And they just saw one wheel, and then someone just saw a one wheel TV commercial on ESPN. So here we go.
Boom. We're getting there, man. Can I tell you guys about the stickers I want to give away?
Please do, Dallas. Dallas Steinberger. Dallas Steinberger from Dallas Makes Stuff. Please tell us about those because you're going to get a chance to win them tomorrow night at 8:30. Go ahead.
If for the Pint Riders, we got Jurassic Pint. I'll be kicking that towards you guys. We got the mileage stickers. I'll give away 3 sets of these. You can just stick them on your board or wherever you want as you go. We got my first sticker I launched, which was Carved Deep. I also got it in a shirt. Not giving it away, though. I only have one. But, you know.
Gently used.
And then I just knocked this drawing out, dude, the other night. Super stoked on it. Float or die, man.
Yeah, that's a great one.
How about some pups? You like guys like dogs on one wheels?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, man. So we got lots of stickers to give away. I love it. I love the support. And honestly, I just like being able to sell enough so I can give a bunch away. It's just cool in the community to be part of it.
Dallas Steinberger, thank you, sir. At Dallas Makes Stuff. Join us again. You'll be back. You're now just a part of the show, whether you like it or not, homie.
Love it, dude. Thanks so much for having me, guys. We'll see you out there.
Thanks, bud. We'll see you soon as well. Awesome job. That was fun. It's just good to see new faces around here, and I want you to know that if you want to join the show, you are more than welcome to. Belly, what do you got over there? I see you over there in the the camera.
You can go and buy those stickers. They're only four, some $3 each, some $5, all on Etsy at Dallas Makes Stuff. All one word.
Done.
You can find it there. Definitely go get it. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. He's got, Luch, he has some office stickers on there too that I think you need right now in your life.
That is an incredible segue. Typically, you like to kill the jokes, but this time you just set me up like a golden god, my friend. There's a reason that I'm wearing this shirt today, and all I'm going to say is you should go and check out the Patrons Only podcast and see what I have to say. Is it controversial? Not so much, but let me just tell you, it might ruffle some feathers. It's a TV hot take that you need to hear, and if you haven't seen the show that I am going to reference, you're fucking crazy. What are we doing? Not made for kids today, Belly.
By the way, I started watching Community and then I stopped. I stopped watching Community.
I'm gonna punch you in your nuts.
I don't have music for this. We don't have music for something
Can I just
bad.
throw this out there?
What?
I watched 7 episodes. I didn't laugh a single moment of those episodes except for the takeout of every episode with Donald Glover and the other guy. And all of those were hilarious.
The cold closes. That's what I told you.
The
I
cold
want.
closes are fantastic in that show. Everything else I couldn't get into, man.
I'll let you know season 1 gets carried by the cold closers, and then
we
I'm gonna have to make it through. Then I'm gonna have to push through. I'm gonna have to keep pushing through. But I hate Joel McHale.
Well, yeah, if that's the case, then that ego does show up, and you're like, oh,
I have a hard time with it. I have a hard time. I just want to reach through the screen and smack him in the head all the time. So
all I'm trying to do is one thing. This is all I want in my life. Yes.
Come at me, all you peeps.
The social media lounge is fired up. They're upset. And you know what? They probably feel the exact same way about what I said on the Patrons Only podcast, which I am going to stop talking about. But look, yeah, I'm trying to fucking get you over there because you know what? We're starting to really take it seriously. And I'm sorry that we hadn't before, but we're doing a lot more these days. And quite frankly, it's kind of becoming the better show. Like, I hate to say it, but it's becoming the better show. And if you want to go check it out, it's over there. It's only $5 for the month, and then you get everything that we do.
Oh, the better show. Oh, I got you.
It's maybe better than, I don't know. This is big. Look, we doubled in numbers since Lyle got here. We've said that. But that's just a tribute to how good the pop is becoming. And it's not just because I'm on it. It's because usually Belly and Lyle get to drive it, and it's a little different of a feel. Or then I'll do a solo one, and we give you just different options and different plate menus, or plate options on your menu here to audibly shove down your palate.
3.5 footy?
What'd you say?
I'm sure there's somebody working on something out there.
So, Lyle, are you ready for tomorrow night?
I hope so.
Well, look, man, what you mentioned it earlier. If you would come and join us. Now, I know you're not somebody who likes to be on camera, but damn it, you're a part of the show now. You said that we had some things that are like bells and whistles that are going to make this really cool. If you saw last year, it was kind of a cluster F because everybody was just kind of bombarding our Skype when we didn't want it, and there was no really way to toggle it off. So how are we doing this logistically?
I'm testing that camera out.
Whoa, nice.
So yeah, I mean, that's just like one little thing that we're going to try and see what we can do. Some of the bells and whistles we found in Zoom, actually, now I don't know where the hell I was, is just going to make this more dynamic on how to pull contestants up to get into the competition.
How are we going to do it? Let's tell them. What are we doing? Let's just get into it.
Well, a few ideas is that they can call the phone number and it would bounce you into our show. You can also hit the link that we'll post it'll be in the description of the live video. You hit that link, it'll put you into our green room. We'll be able to communicate with you in the green room. We can choose people from the green room live, and we'll just, yo, what's up, Ellie?
I have a question. Can I be live in studio?
You son of a bitch.
I honestly don't know the answer to this question.
I just don't know how you find ways to just kill things that I'm trying to hide as surprises.
I just was asking if I could be
I don't know how you find ways to kill punchlines. I was trying to surprise the people with you and Lyle, yes, being live in studio. That's why Lyle came over last night to take the couches out of here just for you, Sir Belly, to have room and surprise the people. And here you are, just ruining the joke.
Couch.
What?
Can I just sit on the couch?
No, couch is gone. But you can sit on the sexy hot mess Kim black chair.
Oh.
But we set this all up for you. I thought it was going to be a surprise, but here's Belly on cue, ruining the punchline. They're going to be here in studio. We're going to all be here social distanced, but yeah, we'll be in, the room is big enough. We're going to be 6 feet apart, and we're just going to do the show. Everybody here in studio. It's going to be a fucking blast, man.
Yes.
Kevin Gilbert, Social Media Lounge. Get ready for touchdown, please. He's like, at least he's consistent.
Yeah.
We don't dream the same dreams.
If you all need a punchline joke killed, You can call me Belly.
Look, I'm taking this
the voice
moment.
of
I'm
Onewheel.
going to go for a walk.
Anytime, anywhere you need, I will kill your punchline. Any place, anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime.
We opened the show with it. I'm going for a walk to cool down. You take the show over with Lyle. I'll be back in a minute.
No, I'm super psyched. I think we're all set up with games. We're going to be counting a lot of Junes tomorrow night. We're going to be dropping some tires into some bins. We're going to be pulling prizes out of the prize picker. I mean, it's one of my favorite things to do that we've done in our time of doing this. So I'm super psyched about doing the show, and it's going to be awesome having Lyle there too.
I mean, it's a whole new experience for me. So I'm like just kind of half hesitant on like what I'm stepping into, but then also just knowing how this is just huge for the community, and that's what's really the fuel in this for me personally.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna try. I know we have a lot of prizes to give away. I want to get the Social Media Lounge in on getting an exclusive prize just for them because they've been so awesome all the time. So anyone who comments just once in the Social Media Lounge, I'm gonna be writing down your name. I'm gonna find a way to get a prize picked for someone in the Social Media Lounge, and all you got to do is get into our live show, comment in our Social Media Lounge.
There we go,
YouTube.
ladies and gentlemen. He's consistent, stealing another punchline, another.
Did he do it again?
surprise
What did he
for
do again? What did he do?
He's like,
I just
wanna
sat
do-
down.
Well, yeah, he's like, I want to do like Belly would put his foot down on one, so I'm glad that he did that. And he's like, I want to be able to have a special prize for the Social Media Lounge. I'm like, just sitting there going like,
It's gonna
okay,
be
yeah,
if they're commenting
fine.
live in the show,
So,
we're gonna give away a prize for them.
Obviously, he was
Someone's
like
gonna get
excited about
something
this,
from
and
the
he
Social
wanted.
Media Lounge. Somebody,
Obviously,
they deserve
he's
the
excited
world.
about it.
Damn it!
He's taking care of his people, Lyle. You can't get mad at him for that.
No, he's the king of the Social Media Lounge, and we acknowledge that. But when you know, he was like just driven, so I had to let him finish. And then I'm like, "Thanks, man. You're consistent. You're just stealing another surprise for tomorrow." And then that's when you sat down.
So
I
what
want-
is going
and
to
see,
be? What do
I'm
you have?
actually more about the tease. I want to get things a little saucy before
What
we
tease?
dive right in.
What do you have for the Social Media
There was
Lounge,
no
Lyle?
tease.
Lyle, what do you have for the Social Media Lounge tomorrow?
Oh, so well, we're going to have special prizes designated for them during the show for sure. The one idea that actually we can probably rely on a Social Media Lounge real quick is how do we choose a winner from Social Media Lounge? We know how to choose contestants, and we have a game plan for that on our side. But in this case, Belly, you want to choose like a winner.
Well,
from
first,
Social Media Lounge.
let's let that marinate for a second. So, ideally, this is what we have planned for tomorrow night. You're gonna sign in. You're gonna come in at, we'll make it live at 8:30. Everybody will hop in to the link that will be posted to the Zoom chat. Anybody can come in and join. But it's just gonna dump you into the waiting room. We're gonna call that the green room, right? So anybody who comes in, we just ask you to just be in there, and then you can open up a new tab and go to YouTube and watch our show. But just have that green room up where you're in the waiting room. And every time we need a contestant for one of the games that has been provided by Parker Tony Steck, aka Canadian Davier's stepbrother, right? Belly's excited about it. We have some awesome interactive games that we can play visually, and whoever we call in as soon as we need a contestant, we're just going to grab somebody from the virtual green room, the waiting room in Zoom, and put them on air to play with us. If they win, they get the prize. If they don't, we go back and pick somebody else. We've got a way to do that. Correct, Lyle? Are we good on that end?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's logistically how you're going to play and connect and do all that with us. Just sign into the Zoom chat. And also, there is a phone number, apparently, that Lyle told me. I can't believe, Belly, this is a thing. Belly, there's a phone number that we can assign to the Zoom room, and I can just link the show number to it. So all you got to do is dial in 571-354-7338. Boom, you're in the Zoom.
So you're telling me this is going to be easier than the last time we did it?
Easier than ever. You know why? Because I told you, Lyle's taking over.
Because Lyle's a
Back,
pro.
relax, enjoy the show.
Because Lyle's a float addict, guys. He loves it so much, and he loves us so much. He does so much good work all the time. Love that guy.
1 minute and 35 seconds is how long we have, my friend. Take us out of here.
Wait, how are we getting the Zoom link again?
I just got to say before anything goes on, man, I'm getting some heat in Social Media Lounge that I don't love Belly. That's bullshit. There's nothing but love for this man. And I'm pointing this way because he's that way on my monitor.
No,
but
no,
anyway.
I think there's a thing here. Belly was here, and then Lyle came in, started doing all the things that Belly used to do, and now maybe there's a rift. I don't know.
Be the cutest person on this show until Clyde showed up. He's taking all my thunder.
I wanted nothing to be part of this aspect of the show, but damn it.
That is true. Lyle said it to me yesterday. He's like, I never planned on ever being on like any kind of this involved and being on air on this show.
Hey,
None.
sucks you in. I didn't plan on doing it for as long as I've done it.
That's
for
the whole
sure.
point, guys. I told you, and if you listen to the pop, it's the last time I'm going to say it. I gave you a background of my radio history. I never wanted to do this alone. Damn right. I would so much rather do something fun my way, our way, with our friends and people that I care about something I care for. So, you know, this has just been a dream for us to do this, and we really just appreciate you joining us every week. We want to have fun with you. We want to give back. Thank you so much to all of the vendors that are participating for tomorrow's big show. Make sure you tune in noon tomorrow for the Suron show. Just try something new if you need something to do while you're in your workday and eating lunch. But 8:30 Eastern, come win you some shit. We'll see you then. Belly, take us out of here.
Social Media Lounge, I love you so much. Thank you for being there. Your hearts and affirmations really make me feel so good. Thank you to only you. You are what drives me every single day.
Soft and sensual from Belly Matt LaBelle. We have Lyle Spain.
And by the way, speaking of which, the Social Media Lounge is asking, how are they going to get the Zoom link for tomorrow's show? How are they going to get it?
We'll post
It's gonna
it
be in the description
everywhere.
of the video.
It'll be on the video in the description of the live stream, and it won't even be live until we go live at 8:30. So don't worry about it. Just go check out the description. We'll also post it everywhere on our social media. It'll be very easy to find. Lyle, 30 seconds. Go.
Boston, thank you guys. Belly, I love you.
I don't think people realize that, and I just want to make sure that everyone does realize, like, we are going for the joke sometimes when we do yell at each other, but these two have become like two of my best friends, and it's just like a lot of love here in this room. But you know what? Sometimes you fuck up the joke, Belly!
Consistency's key, baby. Consistency's key.
We got to have something to hang on to.